What's up, guys? So I've got somewhat of a different video today, but it should be fun. During Christmas 2015, I did a video where I was showing how to do this hot chocolate that I really like. So I said in the video that I was gonna go to the world market. The market of the world. I got a bunch of chocolates. I also got a drink, which I was like, what the hell is this? Tasting chocolate on a gaming channel, like what? So I thought of a brilliant idea. The countries that I got chocolates from, I'm actually gonna look up information on that country when it comes to gaming. Like what gaming companies, what developers are there, how is the gaming scene in said country. This is Belgian chocolate. Let me know in the comments down below if you know any of these chocolates. I love poem inside. Aww. I'll be reading it. Orange peel and dark chocolate. I like orange peel in chocolates, so this should probably be pretty good. Freeze-dried orange peel enveloped in Belgian dark chocolate, crafted from African cocoa beans. This should be interesting. Smooth, semi-sweet, dark chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hands, no. While the crispy bits of tangy orange peel release their gentle flavor, chocolate and orange unite exquisitely and then relax into a lasting finish. Freaking A. It actually says, I just saw Belgian chocolate on there, but it actually says made in Boulder, Colorado. Made in Boulder, Colorado with Belgian chocolate. So it is, I thought this was like actually, no wonder it's all in English. A lot of you were recommending this one. It's hazelnut, milk chocolate. It's actually from Germany. This one looks kind of weird. Puffed cereal, barley, rice, wheat, spelt buckwheat. This isn't gluten-free, so, but for those of you that know that I don't eat gluten, don't worry, I'm not gonna die. I'm not allergic, I'm just sensitive. I've actually had this brand, Ritter, is it? I was like, cornflakes. So I don't know, this is also German. Oh man, I made a mistake. Did I not buy the Italian one? I didn't buy the Italian one. I thought I bought the Italian one and I didn't. I got the Swiss one, which is fine. But the only problem is that I didn't get the information on Switzerland. I got Italian. Crap. Villers. This one is in a different language. This one's straight from Switzerland. Pure Swiss chocolate. Fusion pure Swiss milk chocolate, 44%. 44% cocoa. Drost. So the thing about this one, I was trying to find information on Holland, but there's kind of nothing would come up as Holland. It was all coming up as Netherlands, gaming in the Netherlands. But I know that people from Holland, they don't like to be called Netherlands. They are Holland. The thing is, a piece of northern Holland and a piece of southern Holland is actually in part of the Netherlands. So I was like, maybe this place is part of Netherlands. If I have any of this information wrong, please correct me in the comments down below so I don't end up offending somebody, especially when it comes to this whole issue with Holland and Netherlands. So if I do, please know that's not my intention. Vossen, Holland, it says. And I looked, and it seems that Vossen is actually part of Netherlands. So I'm guessing it's part of Northern Holland or part of Southern Holland. So it's kind of like in the Netherlands, I think. So I just pulled up some information on gaming in Netherlands. The weirdest ones are from California, Oakland, California to be precise. So they're weird. It had to be California, right? Margarita milk chocolate. There's actually tequila in this, but I don't think it's a lot because I wasn't even carded and I look like I'm 12, so chipotle, dark chocolate, chili. This really doesn't, it really doesn't sound very appetizing to me, but 64% cacao, so it's kind of like not too dark, but kind of pure maple water. It says, you're holding one of nature's masterpieces. It's refreshing, hydrating, and naturally nutritious with a subtle hint of maple. created in a tree and not in a lab. It is proof of our philosophy that Mother Nature is the best chemist. It has less sugar than coconut water, more manganese than a cup of kale, contains nutrients including antioxidants, prebiotics, minerals, and electrolytes, natural hydration, gluten-free, dairy-free, and vegan. This is actually from Massachusetts. I just noticed. I don't know why I thought it was California. So, yeah. So I'm going to talk a little bit about gaming in Germany. Germany has the largest video games market in Europe, outpassing the United Kingdom. The annual Gamescom in Cologne since 2009, that's when it started, is the world's largest gaming expo by number of attendees. I'm going to try this weird one. Kinder Country. Whoa. I've had something very similar. I can't place it. I can't place it. Oh my god. German production of popular video games began principally on the 16-bit systems such as the Commodore, Amiga, and Atari ST. One of the earliest internationally successful companies was Rainbow Arts. One of the most famed titles to come out of Germany in recent years is Far Cry by Frankfurt-based Crytek, who also produce Crysis. Okay, Germany doing good with the chocolates so far. Ritter Sport. It's not bad, but it's like, This was cool, I didn't know this. Factor 5 had been concentrating on the Star Wars Rogue Squadron series of gaming from 1999 until 2003. That game, that series was my life. I loved Star Wars Rogue Squadron. It was for the Nintendo 64. Violence in video games is a controversial subject in Germany, and German localizations of violent games are often heavily cut by the publishers to permit a public release. Usually this entails a simple removal or reduction of depictions of blood and gore, but sometimes extends to cuts in the content or plot of the game, as was the case in games such as Counter-Strike and Grand Theft Auto. Now, it's time for Milka. Dude, I am excited to taste this. Oh, not one of these again. I love how they make like these little indications and they just say, pull here. And it's like, it's not happening. It's gonna break, dude. Oh, something happened. Oh my god. It tastes like Nutella. Oh, this is so good. So Belgium supports the PEGI rating system. PEGI was developed and is owned by the Interactive Software Federation of Europe, which is based in Brussels, which is the capital of Belgium. The Belgian game industry has been and still is a lot smaller than in most neighboring countries. Mobile games, social games, adver games, and serious games. The game industry has been diversifying during the last couple of years. Some of these countries have been growing when it comes to gaming. As of recent, the gaming world is becoming more and more popular. There is still a stigma out there when it comes to video games, but it's starting to gain a bit more respect, which is nice. The Belgian game industry started to grow from 7 companies in 2007 to 15 companies in 2011. There was some confusion a few years back regarding Belgium banning the rental of video games. but that was clarified as the government cracking down on rental places that bought games and then rented them instead of paying publishers the licensing money for the rental. This surprised me. I did not know this. Divine Divinity, Beyond Divinity, Divinity 2, Ego Draconis, Divinity 2, Flames of Vengeance, Divinity 2, The Dragon Knight Saga, Divinity Dragon Commander, Divinity Original Sin. Those were all made in Belgium. Hopefully the gaming scene keeps growing in Belgium. This is this one. Cheers. Dude, that's actually pretty damn good. For it to be dark chocolate, 55%, not that bitter, but 55% dark chocolate, it's pretty damn good. I really like this. Let's read the poem inside of this. Orange, from Sonnets from the Portuguese, Sonnet 12. Indeed, this very love which is my boast, and which, when rising up from chest to brow, doth crown me with a ruby large enow, to draw men's eyes and prove the inner cost, this love even, all my worth, to the uttermost, I should not love withal. What? Unless that thou hadst set me an example, shown me how, when first thine earnest eyes with mine were crossed, and love called love, and thus I cannot speak of love even as a good thing of my own. Thy soul hath snatched up mine all faint and weak, and placed it by thee on a golden throne. And that I love, O soul, we must be meek, is by thee only, whom I love alone. Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Oh, that was so beautiful. The Netherlands mainstream video games market, not taking into consideration the serious and casual games, is the 6th largest in Europe. The growth of the games industry in the Netherlands is about 50% higher than any other industry in the Netherlands region. Digiblast, I didn't know about this. I had never heard about this. The Digiblast portable console was launched by Nico at the end of 2005 and promised to be a cheap alternative, selling at approximately $117 to the Nintendo DS and PlayStation Portable. Cartridges for games, cartoon episodes like SpongeBob SquarePants and Winx Club, and music videos were released on the handheld. A cartridge for MP3 playback and a cartridge with a 1.3 megapixel camera were released as add-ons. However, a shortage of chips around the release date and thereafter resulted in a failed launch and loss of consumer interest. Games developed in the Netherlands, the Killzone series, Worms, Open Warfare. I loved Worms. Guerrilla Games in Amsterdam? It looks like dark chocolate, yeah. I wonder how much percentage. I don't know, it didn't say. Ooh, that one's hard. Dude, this one's so good. This one is a little bit sweeter than this dark chocolate. So I don't know if this is less than 55%, because it's not very bitter. It's actually really good. This is really good dark chocolate. Video games in Switzerland. All I'm finding is a pretty cool museum called Playtime, Video Game Mythologies. It's an exhibition devoted to the culture of video games. It explores how the relationship between play, the various manners of gaming, and technology interrelate, and interactive presentation displays historical documents, examples of game art, and innovative games. That sounds cool. I want to go. Banning violent video games in Switzerland, a public problem going unnoticed. Violent video games have been considered problematic in Switzerland since the turn of the century, and the issue has become political. The situation can be seen as a public problem. It falls within the horizon of its resolution by public action, with deputies seizing the problem. A law is being drafted and seeks a total ban on violent video games without any significant social movement to contest it. While politicians are seizing this issue, the general public, including video game players, seem detached and are not involving themselves in its resolution. Anybody that knows more about that, let me know in the comments down below. For those of you that live in Switzerland, is that how it is right now? Violent video games are completely banned? And here's to your chocolate. Oh my god, this is so good. Oh my god. Dude, this is good. Swiss chocolate, beautiful, so good. Now, we move on to the weird ones, to California. There's way too much, as you guys can imagine, when it comes to California. When it comes to gaming, I was gonna at least mention a few developers based in Oakland, in the San Francisco Bay Area, because that's where Oakland is. Actually, in just Oakland, California, there's more game developers there than there are in any of these countries, I think. 2K Games, 2K Marin, I'm saying that right? M-A-R-I-N, that made Bioshock 2. Campo Santo, that made Firewatch. Capcom San Mateo. EA, Redwood Shores. Konami Redwood, Namco Bandai Santa Clara, Supergiant Games, made Bastion, Telltale Games, San Rafael, The Walking Dead, Sam & Max, Tryon Worlds, Redwood City, that made Rift, Visceral Games, Redwood Shores, that made Dead Space and Dante's Inferno, and a bunch more. And of course, the gaming convention, the developers convention, the GDC is actually out there. One day I want to go. So let's try some of these weird ones because us Californians are pretty damn weird. I'm gonna try this margarita one. Am I gonna get drunk? I'm not a big fan of alcohol at all. This is milk chocolate. I just stuck my hand in the margarita. It looks like caramel, but a bit greenier. That's actually not bad. It doesn't taste like alcohol at all to me. I was right though, it does taste very lemony. This thing, am I gonna eat it all? No. Oh my god, it smells... It smells like pepperoni or something like that. It's kind of spicy, but not a lot. I don't like it. It tastes like barbecue. That flavor just doesn't go well with chocolate. Let's wash it down with this maple water. My stomach's already hurting. I like coconut water. There's definitely a smell, but it's not bad, and it's clear. That's kind of weird. It doesn't have a lot of taste at all. It's pretty refreshing, actually. It's not bad. It almost tastes like something that has been really watered down, so you kind of taste a little bit of like a sweetness to it. When it's cold, it actually does taste a bit refreshing. Like, it does feel refreshing, especially like if you work out or something, you drink it, I think it'd be good. That's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.